So 50 Cent and Ja Rule might have the Guinness World Record for the world's longest rap beef, but things just took a turn for the worse when 50 Cent dissed Irv Gotti, and it's led to Ja Rule saying he's gonna go nuclear. And he did on Twitter. But before we get there, let's talk about all the sporadic things that may have happened over the years when it comes down to Ja Rule and 50 Cent. Now, do you see 50 Cent in this nice cross diamond chain? Well, he got that off of Ja Rule. You see, they already had a beef going on. We're not gonna go too deep into it, but one time they were supposed to meet in Atlanta and squash the beef, but apparently things took a turn for the worse, and 50 Cent put the beats on Ja Rule. He hit him with a left, right. And Ja Rule actually donated his chain to 50 Cent. So technically, Ja Rule will be the first rapper to ever donate to another rapper his chain, and it will go on tour all across all 5 boroughs of New York, and it would make its way to a music video. Now, unfortunately, they had to do some things to get that back, and it's all documented.
We talking about 50 beat up Ja Rule in Atlanta.
This nigga crazy, man.
He said, hold on, go back to that part.
What happened, man?
50 beat up Ja Rule in Atlanta. Like, he was there. Rest in peace to Chaz. I know 50 ain't really fuck with him like that. Many man, he slim switch sides on me. I'm just truthful. Like, it's real street shit. I tell y'all, because y'all street show. That's why I fuck with y'all. But, like, Ja Rule and them, we there, Chaz there. Chaz like, go in the hotel. Yeah, it was so good. All right, cool. Ja Rule there. This is after 50 got murdered. I don't believe you. Black Child and them there. Nigga 5th KO'd that nigga. So look, Ja Rule just come in the elevator. Murder! So look,
He didn't say murder.
I can't fuck with this.
I'm not a rapper. I never was with this rapper shit, bro. I just was along for the ride, no Diddy. I wasn't with all this rapper shit. You heard? 5th, he a Southpaw. 5th is Southpaw.
Hold on. What did nigga running? Wait.
Any rapper want to fight?
Wait. How did the nigga run? What did the nigga run up and say?
Murder!
Okay. So as you see, it's not really documented, but clearly 50 Cent had to get some type of better of the situation to get that chain, right? Now, that didn't mean that 50 Cent won every battle, because you see, that's what the people are led to believe. Now, 50 Cent was shot, and we know that Murder Inc. kinda was the reasoning behind it. I don't know if they were the ones who sent that out, because we know that Supreme was protecting them, and Supreme told 50 Cent, hey man, listen, you messing up my bag by messing with them. And 50 Cent wouldn't stop. So now it would lead to another incident where Murder Inc. would get the drop that 50 Cent was in the Hit Factory. They were in the Hit Factory, and 50 Cent ended up leaving the studio stabbed, needing stitches.
Child and others, including Murder Inc. label head Irv Gotti, confronted 50 Cent at the Hit Factory, a New York recording studio.
You want to call yourself a murderer? Then you need murderers around you to make it believable.
In the fight, Black Child stabbed 50 Cent and several others.
I don't really remember who was there, you know, my memory is kind of fucked up. I smoke a lot of weed. You know what I mean? I smoke a lot of weed. It was me and a few other people. I don't even remember who was with me. What's beef? You know what I mean? Beef is when you see a nigga in this fucking studio or wherever, and the nigga want to talk, and niggas was like, nah, ain't nothing to talk about, right? It's like 5 of us and 5 of them, and niggas is getting it on and fighting and bang. Some way, somehow, the lights got hit off, and niggas was getting it on in the dark. It wasn't like nobody hit the snitch like niggas is gangster and niggas hit the switch. Know what I mean? The fucking not see nothing. It's just in the mix of it being so crowded and niggas beefing. Somebody bumped into the light switch and it got dark. That's what happened, son. Know what I mean? Because it was like 10 niggas that's getting it on in the dark. One of the niggas with 50, like, yo, where the gat at? What? I just start hitting niggas, vom. Because I first thing kicked in my mind, if niggas get to the gat, one of us is dead. but I felt the gap was in the area and niggas was reaching for it. You know what I mean? And I wasn't letting nobody get to their gun to pop me. You know what I mean? So I started poking niggas straight up and down. And that's the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Ah, the good old beef DVDs, man. If they were making these in present day, that would just be added to the Rico. So these rappers were able to talk freely and talk about things and how they hated each other because they weren't just throwing the Rico around all willy-nilly back in the day. But anyway, man, y'all get the gist. These men have hated each other for years since then. All of that stuff that was going down has matriculated to these men while they're in their 40s, maybe even 50s. I'm not sure how old 50 Cent and Ja Rule are by now. They're either in their late 40s, early 50s, and they're still beefing actively to this day. Now, mostly over social media. And when Irv Gotti passed away earlier this year, February 5th, 50 Cent made sure that he had to bring him home the proper way. So on February 5th, when Irv Gotti tragically died of a stroke, 50 Cent made sure that he went on Instagram smoking a hookah, and he said, "I'm smoking on that Irv Gotti pack. Nah, God bless him." And the internet went nuts because 50 Cent is the original definition of a YN. He's the original definition of a crash out. That's what he was. He was the first rapper to do that. He's probably the first drill rapper, if that makes sense. He just relentlessly dissed Murder Inc. He hated those guys. So the satisfaction he got when he found out that Irv Gotti died was compared to none. It was priceless. Now, I understand that 50 Cent is going to be 50 Cent. That's what everybody says. That when 50 Cent does something very childish, very immature, probably a little bit more disrespectful than needed, everybody says, well, that's just 50 being 50. But what people don't understand is that Ja is actually going to be Ja as well. So when Ja Rule went to the Breakfast Club, he just couldn't leave very well alone. And I want y'all interviewers to please stop bringing up 50 Cent to Ja Rule. I really feel like at this point it's disrespectful because there's so much more to Ja Rule. There's so much more talent to Ja Rule than just 50 Cent. Ask him about some of his stories, you know, back in the day. Where was he at? What was he feeling like when he made this song right here? What was he thinking? What was in his head? Like things of that nature. Let's interview him about the music because he's never gonna win when it comes down to 50 Cent, but he's gonna continue to talk about 50 Cent because he has such a hatred in his heart about him. So when he went to the Breakfast Club and they asked him about 50 Cent trolling Irv Gotti's death, he said, "I was about to go nuclear."
It's so interesting to me that you or 50 have not outgrown each other. And what I mean by that is, if you're talking to 50, Ja gonna come up. If you're talking to Ja, 50 gonna come up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't bring him up per se at all.
No, we do.
Yeah.
The media does.
Yeah.
But you know, because I think that's because he's, you know, a troll and he keeps it going. You know
You
what
be
I'm
throwing jabs and throwing them back, but you be.
you know, I'll go to the circus once in a while. You know what I mean? But I really like to stay clear of that shit.
Yeah, because when
Like,
the residency stuff happened, I was like, oh Lord.
I like to have fun sometimes and poke jabs at them too, but that's all it really is. It's like and to me it's like it's silly. You know, we're both successful black men.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the focus should be on, you know, continuing to make sure that we pay it forward, push it forward, make sure the culture keeps going forward. I think that's more important. You know, I see some of the things that he gets involved in, this feuds on something like grow up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's what I be thinking to myself. You know, and so when I see the things that he does, and you know, he did the Irv smoking on there, you know, I'm like,
How did you feel about that when you saw it?
Of course, nobody likes all this goofy shit, but it's goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not. You know, Preem said it best. You know, I spoke to Preem the other day. Preem has always got the right words and shit and the right things to say. Cause I was hot. You know what I'm saying? I was hot. I was ready to go nuclear and shit. But you know, I say, you know. So I spoke to Preem anyway. And Preem said, he said, you know, Rule. He said, here's what you gotta understand about who we are and what we are. He said, we are masters of self-defense. And I said, I love that. I said, because I don't want to start trouble, make trouble with people. You know. But if we gotta get into it, make it. I'll fucking end it. I'll put it to where it go. I'll take it to the next. You know. So that's why I'm like, you know what? That is the best description of what I am and who I am as a man that I could ever think about. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who we are as men.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to protect our family.
Ja Rule might have a point. You know, he is up on the scope, but people don't want to believe that because 50 Cent made great diss records. He made relentless diss records, but what happened to 50 Cent in the street? What happened to 50 Cent in the street? He got shot. He got stabbed. He may have got the chain off of Ja Rule. Now, I've seen stories back and forth saying Ja Rule hit 50 Cent with a bat. He snatched the chain off and ran. I've seen Ja Rule's camp say that. I've seen 50 Cent's camp say, oh, he punched him in the face, knocked him out, took his chain. That story's a little shaky. But I definitely know that 50 Cent got shot, and I definitely know he got stabbed. So, while he's a victim, he's a better seller of violence and disrespect on records. Now, this is why I say that y'all should stop asking Ja Rule about 50 Cent, because we know 50 Cent was gonna respond. And once Ja Rule said that something bothered him, we knew 50 Cent was gonna double down on the disrespect. 50 Cent got on Instagram and posted up a picture of Ja Rule at the Breakfast Club and said the Breakfast Club should be ashamed of themselves, asking questions that perpetuates violence. This fool has been getting ready to go what he calls nuclear for 22 years. LOL. Your man in my runts right now. Now, earlier, Ja Rule said he tries to stay away from the 50 Cent drama. He doesn't participate in it. But the survey says that was a goddamn lie, because Ja Rule must have been drunk off a fifth of Henny. He must have took a toke of that za, and he decided he was gonna get on Twitter and say some things about 50 Cent. At 50 Cent, nigga, you're a used car salesman. Everything you do is trash. Music, one good album. After that, trash liquor, trash TV shows. Yeah, I said it. Trash. How many times you gonna make the same show that Coke stepped on? Parenting trash, character trash. You the garbage man. Again, I know y'all love 50 Cent. I love 50 Cent. 50 Cent is one of my favorite rappers of all time, and he's a New York rapper, and I'm from Atlanta, and y'all know how we feel about New York rappers. But Ja Rule does have a point. He's mainly known for Get Rich or Die Trying. Nobody ever talks about the other albums. Let's just hold that there. Now, I don't know if the liquor is trash. I just know that I've never seen his liquor at the club. I've never seen it at the function. I've never seen it in my uncle's liquor cabinet. I've never seen anybody drinking that shit. And as well, I like 50 Cent's shows. But Ja Rule has a point. They are all about the same thing. Essentially, murdering, selling drugs, women in power that were drug dealers, kind of like his mother in real life. It's kind of like he's living through these shows. And it is all about the same shit. And I 100% agree with Ja Rule when we talk about 50 Cent and parenting. His parenting is garbage. I mean, the man has been disowned by his son. He disowned his son. He even perpetuated killing his son in the show. Listen, God bless 50 Cent. Some people weren't made to be parents. Now, some glazer would get on and respond to what Ja Rule said and said, 50 Cent ain't gonna like this. He's not gonna let this slide. And Ja Rule would say, he got shot 9 times and did nothing. Stop glazing this clown. Now, according to 50 Cent, there was nothing to do to the man that shot him 9 times. Because, like he said on Many Men, Homo shot me, then 3 weeks later, he got shot down. Now, I know that I'm here for a real reason, because he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. Rest in peace to that man. Now, Ja Rule, one of his last most noticeable tweets, somebody would say he ended Murder Inc. And Ja Rule would say, "You're right. He told the feds Murder Inc. had him shot and they put us under federal indictment." Now, I ain't gonna let Ja Rule get that lie out because that's totally cap. We know that y'all went under an indictment because Supreme. They wanted to get Supreme. Supreme was y'all protector, and they linked y'all to Supreme. They had the money laundering and all things like that. They really just wanted Supreme, but in order to get Supreme, they had to put y'all in there as well. And that slowed down everything because y'all could not put out any music, and Murder Inc. folded. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. We know when 50 Cent got stabbed, allegedly, the producer and the engineer pressed charges, and the prosecutor threw 50 Cent's name in there to have an order of protection against y'all. 50 Cent did not make a statement from what I've read, what I was told, and it just looked a little funny, and y'all couldn't wait to go around passing out that paperwork, having a field day. So both of y'all just be on this lying and overstepping boundaries type thing, and I'm just wondering, when will it ever end? I'm gonna assume never. And it's crazy watching 50-year-old men still beef like when they were 25. But hey, the game is the game. Hip-hop, rappers never grow up. That's just what it is. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, man. Do y'all agree with some of the things I say? Do you not agree? Tell me what y'all think about it down below in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom.
Big Just LaFlare.
It's him.